Hello everyone, I'm going to show you how to do the headspin with the breakdancing software on csdt.rpi.edu. If you don't know what the headspin is, here's a little clip right here just to show you. It's kind of self-explanatory, but I'll show you anyway. So yeah, it's basically a guy spinning on his head. Thank you, YouTube. So you got your software right here. The first thing what you want to do, it's kind of obvious, you want to turn your guy upside down. To do that, you go under rotation, which I've clicked on right here. And what you want to do is you want to go to X angle right here. You're going to type in 180. Boom. Look, he's upside down. So that's the first frame. And I would say for the first frame, you just want to get the guy into the position, you know, with his arms spread out, arms curled up, and upside down, obviously. So I'm just going to do a basic kind of starfish-like pose, where it's like his head is on the floor and all of his limbs are just spread out. That's like the easiest one for me. That's what I'm thinking. What you're going to do is go under right shoulder. And then to control the right shoulder, you're going to go under Z angle, and you are going to type in -90 to give it that little pose right there. So now it kind of looks like a backwards L, the whole figure. You're going to do the same thing with the left shoulder, but it's not going to be -90 because it's the left shoulder, it's going the other way. You don't want his arm to go that way, that looks painful. I'll show you what -90 looks like on the left shoulder. Look at that. You can't even see his arm anymore. So you're gonna take out the 90. You're gonna whoops. You're just gonna go with plain old 90 for the left shoulder. And press enter. Look at that. You're almost done already with the first frame. Congratulations. And this video's already 3 minutes. Yeah. Next, you've got the left hip. Left hip is pretty similar. You just go under Z angle, and you go 90, same thing. Although, this doesn't look too comfortable. I'm not saying the headspin looks comfortable in the first place, but I'm gonna go with 80. That gives it a little tilt because that's a little bit more humane, maybe even less. Maybe, did the program just freeze? Dang it, I'll be back. Sorry about that, Mike. The website broke down and froze on me, so that kind of sucked. Had to start all over, but I had a tutorial done by myself, so that's totally cool. 75 under Z angle, just to, you know, make it a little bit more natural. Maybe even less than 75 actually. Let's try 50. Yeah, 50 looks good. After left hip, we are going to right hip because this doesn't look too great. As always, it's Z angle, but last time we did 55, so we're doing -55. Now it looks a little bit more natural, I would say. So, that's just him in his regular position. Simple as that. But, as you may notice, when you switch over to frame 2, frame 1, it's like this. Frame 2 is like this. It's gonna be like starting back over to his regular position where he's just standing around being boring. So I'm gonna go back to frame 1. I'm gonna press copy, and I'm gonna go over frame 2. It's back here, and I'm gonna press paste. Boom! Look, frame 1 and frame 2 are the same now. That was frame 3. Don't get mistaken. But when you play the video, it's just gonna be a guy on his head with his arms spread out and everything. That's not a headspin. How do you make him spin? Well, that's simple. Well, you go to rotation, and you go to Y angle, and what's a rotation? It's 360 degrees, so when you play it, boom. Look, okay, well the reason it did that is because it went to frame 3. Frame 3 is in the boring stance. But you get the idea where frame 1 is like this, then when you play it, and it goes into frame 2, he'll spin. So that's the basic headspin. But usually head spinners, they spin around a little bit more than one time. So let's do about 3 times. What's 360 times 3? That's 1080. So 1080. Doesn't look like anything's changed because he's back in his normal position. So you play that, and then he'll spin 3 times, and he's fast at doing it because it only has a certain amount of time to get that position. And that's the basic head spin for this program. Okay, cool.